She don't like garbage, marbles in the sleep. She left out back when the company at least. Once I love you, I get into my feet. Once I heard your love, back when the company get into my feet. Once I heard your love. I forgot where I'm at. Like, I already did that though. Like, why I gotta do it again? Shout out, let's get it. Way up in that deep end like usual. Actually, hey, what happened? Had Money Record taking over for the 99 near 2000. Why ain't, I could have sworn I had already did this. I don't, clearly I don't know. Oh no. Ah, shit. Come on. Let me get that back. I mean, going too fast. Cop slap it. Alright. I don't want to be under pressure to throw for that much. Let's get it. Hey.
From Las Vegas, Nevada. It's week 5 of the NFL.
I'd like to celebrate my win for today. I found a lighter in my shorts that I hadn't worn since last summer. Shout out to me finding lighters. Oh, we in London. Oh, no, never mind. We ain't. I'm tripping.
It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Excuse me.
The atmosphere
I'm telling you, boy.
No matter the venue, the home folks wearing silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders on.
I'm at the crib till like 8 o'clock tonight. So if you want to run our game in between now and then, I will be available.
Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception.
You are tough, coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
Throwing on first down. Bradshaw going right side. He has Witten. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. There are Witten's numbers from last week's game. 8 catches, 101 yards.
And he was able to get open there. But
I'm cool with that.
Easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw.
Fuck you up, Bradshaw.
And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
I fucked him up. I covered all his options up.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And Sanders now to return. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays
Oh, that ratio 5 is fuck.
He had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started ho-humming that performance. And finally, you said he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why I won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They better be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. A first down throw coming for Vic. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Look at it, young gun.
Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas. extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. And there's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, yeah, definitely be an asshole.
Kern now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now Sanders. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know, they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. On the counter, it's Charles. Give him a yard.
Get out there fast enough, huh, big boy?
Set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. Haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution, because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly.
Touchdown, Bears! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that continue to help them dig out.
I forgot I missed that nigga, though.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Isaiah Simmons. The blitz works to perfection. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. Steps
God damn it.
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one is in.
Wrong button now.
That's why they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vick. They look for Pitts again. This time he's got it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Vick to the air again.
Oh, no, not the first pick. Damn it.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done.
What?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 4 yards remain on 2nd down, ball on the 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown. But
oh, where'd this nigga come from?
Ball game and over the course of the season, but throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Vick now. He'll buy some time right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Third and long for Vick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's got
come on, bro. I knew they was going to do that. Fuck shit. Come on, this is the wrong week for niggas to get hurt.
And is that Jones, the one slow to get up? Yes, Julio's still down right now. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. A first down carry here for Charles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Vick is going to go for a big play downfield.
Let's go.
Jalen Waddle, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home
that's so,
to turn on sports.
oh, that's so lame.
He's okay.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around.
Fuck that nigga doing?
A little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. Bradshaw.
What the fuck?
Left side, it's the tight end Kenyon. And they get him down the
how is he by himself out there?
the 40-yard line. minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
It's all on that nigga. Good shot.
Away and smiling.
Good job, Taylor.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Back to throw again. And that falls to the ground incomplete.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all shitting me right now.
And now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting...
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Here's Brett Kern now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
I lose all 3 of my niggas named Jones.
And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He does have the 1 interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it, that's a little bit better than the ratio that all NFL coaches are seeking from their quarterbacks, and he's giving it to them.
They'll take the 3-1
every single time.
And now the rookie's free.
You know that baby.
Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 89 yards. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Extra point right down.
That blows.
And the route is on here in this first half. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, Bradshaw.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
They'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
That shit's so weak.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Under pressure, they got him again. Carl Nassib, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And he fields it cleanly.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. This will be the final play of the half. Vick, flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Hakeem Butler.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run from the gun with Charles. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well.
But that play worked for one season.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Man open, it's Moss complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one.
Shout out for them not hitting me with the ground.
And now it's 3rd. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw, Vick. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Okay. The fight is undefeated.
Now to kick it away after the touchdown. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Bradshaw. Oh, he's looking long for Witten. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now an inside handoff for Charles. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab, and the Bears add on. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes...
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And this is, unfortunately for him, a montage he's probably not going to want to keep here for his files.
And I'm not so sure that he would describe it as a spotlight, although it is beating down on him pretty well, as is the rush. He's been hit, harassed. uncomfortable. It's been a really, really tough day for him.
Been sacked 6 times. See all that pressure coming from all angles.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game. And
that's a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And Richard Sherman uses his veteran savvy to come up with an interception there, and he still has plenty of ability out on the corner. And he's the NFL's active leader in interceptions. Moved on from the Niners after 3 seasons, but thriving with a new ball club, and that veteran know-how comes into play one more time.
So here's Vic following the interception. Touchdown,
Let's get it.
Jalen Waddle,
32 yards.
and the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after here coming up. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Oh.
Open down the middle of the field. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Raiders on third down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Bradshaw.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing after the interception, Bradshaw.
Yeah, you getting cooked.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
I ain't gonna lie, you getting cooked.
A while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, Bradshaw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off at his own 47. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing after the interception, Bradshaw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this is
Come on, bro.
Spectacular one-handed grab there.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a first down as well.
On 1st and 10, Bradshaw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They'll try to eat some clock now with Charles. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the down conversion.
Yes.
Partner, I have to tell you, just
Run it up, run it up, run it up.
from watching them this
Run it up, run it up.
and that's impressive. They have been
Watch them all score now.
opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Bruh, so they gave me a breakout for my quarterback. My quarterback already got an X factor.
Now it's 3rd and 5.
Again, it's Charles. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Meanwhile, Fields thrown into the hands of Pitts here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Trying to get that bitch off.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean,
I don't know if you was paying attention, but I lost Dion and Julio.
Things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
Dion Jones
And as an offensive
and Julio
coordinator, just don't
Jones.
think you can do anything wrong.
And Chandler Jones still out hurt.
It's all going to work.
So I'm without any nigga on my team named Jones.
So for the Bears, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
The worst week for that shit to happen. Facts I wouldn't expect it. Y'all took him out on his first catch. QB breakout. He already done broke out. Oh shit. Oh shit. All right. That's so lame. Oh, that's so lame. Maybe KG don't be hitting ready. God damn. I don't know how they gonna go this week for you, Jalen. We gonna see. I don't want to challenge that nigga. Okay, cool. Don't get this nigga no advantage. So they finna take out Jamal Charles too, bruh. Come on, 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 bruh. DJ, how much you done paid these niggas, bruh? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, that weak. Madden is weak. Oh, Madden is lame as fuck. They better take one of your niggas out. Or I'm fucking suing the league. That's so lame. Whoop. Let me know when you're ready, fella. I'm gonna be rolling up.